You see, this is what I like to see. This is what I love to see when an artist says a statement and they stand on it. They double down on it. We talk about Drake. We talk about the Grammys. We talk about all the bullshit that comes with it. It was just announced today that he withdrew Way Too Sexy, his single for best rap song, and then of course Certified Lover Boy for best rap album. And this is great because let's take a step back to last year. We had this situation where the Grammys, clearly we know they're biased. Clearly we know the way they choose albums to be placed for the nominations. And sometimes what ends up being the winners is in the most humble way of putting it, a complete shit show. And we saw the way they handle music politics and their biased views up in display. And in the mainstream media, everyone's seen it with The Weeknd, number one single with Blinding Lights, spending weeks and weeks and weeks top 5, top 1, top 10. And then After Hours, amazing selling album. I believe it's already triple platinum, easily double platinum, and full of singles too. That's the crazy part. It isn't like this is just an album that was great in the body of work. It was great in the amount of singles it also shelled out. Now, for the weekend deciding that he wanted to perform for the Super Bowl instead for the Grammys, allegedly is what ended up the Grammys not even putting the weekend for anything. He's not on any best album for any category. You're not gonna find a weekend single for the nominations, and it was a big middle finger to the weekend. So of course, the weekend basically is fuck the Grammys till who knows when, hopefully forever. And then Drake, having Abel's back, which was great to see. Number one artist in the world backing up another huge artist in the world. Not only just the seal of approval, like yeah, fuck the Grammys, because that's usually how it goes. Fuck the Grammys till you get nominated. It's like, hey, this isn't that bad. And if you win, it's like, hey, I mean, shit, it is a good album, right? Right? I mean, these guys ain't that bad if they chose my album. They on something, but they alright, right? Right? No, we ain't rocking with them. So Drake, he gave a powerful statement. And I quote, and I think we should stop allowing ourselves to be shocked every year by the disconnect between impactful music and these awards and just accept that what once was the highest form of recognition may no longer matter to the artists that exist now and the ones that come after. This is a great time for somebody to start something new that we could build up over time and pass on to the generations to come. End quote. Love the way he put it. Love the way he put it. And of course, the Grammys, for I want to say the better of 60 years, is considered a gold standard for the American music industry, American music in general. It's Grammy nominated or even a Grammy winner. That's the cream of the crop. It doesn't get any better than that. That's like a guaranteed. Oh, it's good. It's better than good. It's fucking great. And we all know that's completely not true. Not to give a whole history of every backhanded nomination and winner they're given through at least hip hop. Because I don't care about anything else. I don't care about country music. Do you care about country music? None of us here. If you're listening to this podcast, you ain't listening to country music like that to care. I'm not gonna start talk about all these R&Bs, all these other different genres. Hip hop and rap has been severely disrespected time and time again. Have they gave flowers to the ones that genuinely deserve it? Yes. And the ones that we didn't expect, but if they did give it, yes. But more often than not, they're on some dumb shit. We seen it with Macklemore in 2014. We seen it with Cardi B in 2018. And you guys know the rest. Before that, after that. We know how it goes. So for them to be the gold standard, giving these ridiculous nominations and winners, and then for people to continue to look at the Grammys as that gold standard, but also say fuck the Grammys. We're gonna need a change. We're gonna need a shift. The Weeknd with Drake doing this, it's enough power right there with two of the biggest artists in the world to really help the mainstream masses really set what's the word? Double down on their take too. Because you know how it goes. It's fuck the Grammys till it's Grammy season. And to go back to Drake's quote, when he says this is a great time for somebody to build something new that we could grow. I'm sort of half on that. Yes, I would like for there to be a new, I wouldn't say media, but a new standard or gold standard from another corporation. That would be neat. It would be fresh, at least, specifically for hip hop and rap. But we've evolved to a point where everyone and anyone can be the reviewer. They could be the gold standard critic. We have Fantano, Needle Drop. If you're into music, his reviews. You could, people make an argument that he's a gold standard. I'm not here to say how I feel about all his reviews, but people like Fantano, they've built the credibility for their reviews. They have, of course, a fan base. I'm part of the fan base as well. And we look at reviewers like him and we take what they say to, we hold it high. We know if they're praising an album, not necessarily just for him, but when people like him are praising an album, I take that with greater weight than a Grammy nomination. I take that with greater weight than a Grammy winner. Because aside from, of course, that name brand of the Grammys, we don't get a real breakdown. We've just been accustomed to the gold standard the Grammy gives off. It's free press, free attention. Don't get me wrong, but we know how it goes. And again, I say this because in this time of social media, anybody could be that. They could be that gold standard for their fan base. And for, smaller corporations as well, they handing down top 10 albums of the year list, which is great. Whether you go to Genius, whether you go to Lyrical Lemonade, whether you're still sticking with Complex, XXL, we have those outlets. They're already here. So if we're trying to go for a new one, hey, I'm not gonna knock it down. But they're here. Why not continue to bring light to the people that are coming, the outlets that are already giving, and then ourselves just having power in our own voice. Again, music that stands the test of time, that resonates with you. That's what really matters. Yeah, that was pretty deep, right? Right? Not really. It's fucking surface level. So you know what it is with music. If you resonate with it, that's really what matters. Aside from that, shit. Just another day in the music scene, right? Right? Some good stuff right here. And not to go too much on a tangent, but why they still got Kanye out there? He deserves it. But I don't know, if you pissing in an award that I give you, we ain't rocking with you. I don't know. Is that Kanye's goal? That would be a pretty dope goal to have. From this point forward, every Grammy that I win, I'm just gonna piss on. I don't have a need for a toilet. It's just, yeah. Second floor, I got my 2020. First floor, want to take a piss there. I got my 2022. It's just Grammy decorated bathrooms. You like the idea of that? I know it's a bit awkward. This is late night talk. With that, this is gonna be. Do I want to make this my debut for what? My debut for this podcast? Why not? Fuck yeah. Why not? As far as episode scheduling, we're gonna aim for 3. I'm gonna give you guys digestible bites. Some days, if I want to talk for 30 minutes, multiple topics, we're gonna get that hour, of course. Even 10 minutes, we're right here. I would like to drop why not drop 10-minute bites like this. As far as the content, hip hop, eventually we'll branch off into anime, whether it's episode 2, episode 3, and even some gaming shit. I'm a huge nerd. I like talking about all 3 of those. Like my favorite things in the world. Great hobbies. And if I'm not talking to my boys and my friends about it, or my girl talking off their ears about all of this, why not to you guys, let's just all nerd out and enjoy all of this. I'm out. Take care. Drink some water.